I was going through the B hacks and breakthrough actions of many of you, right? See, this sounds like a nice B hack, but it needs to be a lot more fine tuning needs to happen for this B hack. I want to be an independent legal consultant is not good enough. How much customers do you want to have in 3 months? That is what you need to fine tune, right? I will have at least five five clients in 3 months. So you have to fine tune it, make it powerful, exciting, challenging, right? Super exciting. Similarly, your breakthrough actions are not good enough. What do you need to do? Like just now, I was sharing with Goresh. Fine tune your brand. See, just I'll build my skills. Is it enough? No, that is not a breakthrough action. Your breakthrough action is how many customers will I reach out to? How will I scale it? How will I get my people to listen to me? This is critical. See, many people have taken breakthrough actions, nice sounding breakthrough actions, like I'll wake up early, I will eliminate procrastination. When I ask them, when will you eliminate procrastination? Next month for sure, Rajesh. Yeah. I said, okay, is it okay? Next month for sure. No, I tell them, leadership is about now, now. Hey, yeah, bakwas karta hai. Now, now, now. Kya kitna? How many times is it? Now, now, now. I tell them leadership is now. B hack has to be very sharp, very powerful. Commit to the B hack. See, if people take a B hack, I'll be an independent business consultant soon. When? No, I don't know when, but soon. How many customers you'll have? That I don't know. I'm planning. If you take a B hack like this, will you be ever get it? Then tomorrow becomes day after tomorrow. Next week becomes next month. Next month becomes next year. Your B hack will never get accomplished. Your B hack has to be much more sharp, much more powerful. You have to fine tune this. Got it? All of you need to fine tune your B hacks to make sure that it's extraordinary. Your breakthrough actions will be much more sharp, just the way I was telling Goresh right now. You need to fine tune this, make it extraordinary, fine tune, ensure your B hacks and breakthrough actions are very powerful. So now I'm going to share with you the 3 top mistakes that majority of you are ending up doing in the strategies that you are making happen. Okay, quickly share with you the 3 top mistakes that all of you making. Got it? So let me quickly go through the 3 top mistakes, everyone. These are the mistakes that all the other Iron ladies who joined the master classes, they started avoiding it very fast. And then they implemented it deeply. So listen carefully. These top mistakes you need to avoid right from today. Number one, what is number one? Lack of clarity and confidence. Now you ask me, Rajesh, don't you think I have confidence? See, you may have confidence about as a person, but do you have confidence towards the biggest goals of your life? Do you have clarity towards the path? Do you have confidence to go and make pictures extraordinarily? Do you have clarity to build that extraordinary path and make creative videos and all that stuff? If you don't, then you have to quickly build on those. See, that's why people write B hacks like this. I'll develop skills. Which skills? That I don't know, but I need to build. Now you write breakthrough actions like this, what happens? By the time you get clarity, it's 3 months are gone. Right? So your B hack has to be extraordinary. See, some of you have taken B hacks and you see, you think it is very, very clear, it's very powerful, it's already fantastic. Now you may be taking lower B hacks than you can accomplish. Why? By definition, the way you need to attack this has to be very powerful. In a way, you need to up your game as well. So think about building a passing. You as a leader not only need to bring confidence for yourself, you need to create that excitement, energy towards really extraordinary goals as a habit. It has to be a habit. My leaders told me, give me a mantra. What is the mantra? Never spray and pray. Never spray and pray. Spray means what? Spray my efforts in 20 different places. Pray means pray to God or anybody else. At least one effort should be successful. Right? Never spray and pray in your strategic thinking and your focus on the future and the multiple B hacks. Always focus on aim, focus, and shoot. Think about like this. Okay, imagine you are a leader. The way you need to communicate is like this. You know what? Imagine you are a leader, right? You are speaking like this. How should you speak like this? Hi, Preeti, Manasi, Pooja, Geeta. Tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock, you have a flight to catch to your favorite holiday destination. Here are your tickets. You and your favorite people are going on this holiday tomorrow morning. Right? So can you bring that kind of clarity, that kind of excitement, that kind of energy and confidence towards your behavior? This is the job of leaders day in and day out. You need to do this. Got it? Everyone, got it? All of you? So focus on this kind of clarity, excitement, energy, and bring that mindset. Clarity, confidence is defined as clarity of intent, action, and results. So think about it deeply. What is the first pitfall that majority people avoid? The second biggest pitfall is called aiming too high or aiming too low. So today you will go through the journey of Neha Agarwal. Unfortunately, she could not join live. She shared that entire detailed video with you right today. I'll share that, and she's also asked all of you to connect with her on LinkedIn. You'll go through the entire journey. When you listen to her journey, you'll realize she reached 1 crore plus salary, mega job at Microsoft. Amazon. When people listen to her, they'll say, I also want to reach 1 crore yearly income. Anybody like that here? Nobody? Anybody? Come on. Huh? Dream, right? It's a good thing. At the same time, next question I ask them, what is your strategy? Who are the mentors? And what are the capabilities you have or you don't have? For that, I have to think about it. Now, if you speak like this, your BHAG looks like a dream. Leaders do not just dream. You have to have a clear strategy, mentors, milestones, capabilities. Then you will bring reality to dreams. Got it? So focus. Tomorrow, I'm going to share with you 4 stages of Delta way of setting a BHAG. Strategize using those kind of techniques. Master them repeatedly so that you build your muscle, your strength in the way of building those multiple BHAGs. Think about it like this. If you want to be a master in leadership, like you are a master, one of the best leaders in the world, you need to master with the muscles, multiple BHAGs, yourself, your teams, your surroundings. Build that muscle, having the strategies repeatedly like this. Avoid this pitfall at any cost. And when I speak like this, people get very disheartened. Rajesh, at least in reality, I thought I'll reach 1 crore. You are also speaking like this. So I'll only take 10% growth as my BHAG. Aisa mat karo. Don't get disheartened, disappointed. So have proper strategies and have the right path ahead. Got it? So this is the second biggest pitfall. The third biggest pitfall, unfortunately, you are not the originator of this. It is called continuing with wrong mentors and wrong circle, wrong set of people around you. Right? Now, imagine, I'll take one of you as an example. Imagine Manasi has her so-called well-wisher. They tell Manasi like this. Manasi, forget about all this, your growth and your BHAGs and your career and your business and all that. Focus first and most important thing, is the breakfast for your husband and being a very good wife, round roti in the afternoon, crisply ironed clothes for your husband, clean home, That is your job. Don't give it to maid, okay? That is your job. You have to do it yourself. Don't even hire a maid. Maids are not good. You need to do. If you keep listening to this day in and day out from 5 people in your life, you imagine your surroundings, your boss, your so-called well-wishers, your lunch mates, your mother-in-law, your mother's 10 people, some of them real well-wishers, some of them so-called well-wishers. If they keep telling you this repeatedly again and again and again, your boss, your colleagues, guess what happens? You'll go 10 steps ahead and 9 steps behind. I tell people that some people in your life want you to be a maid and a cook and a good wife and a good, except your dreams, they want everything else for you. Now think about it. You become the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. You become the average of the 5 people you surround yourself with. So unless you start learning to deal with these things repeatedly, powerfully, surround yourself with extraordinary mentors, people guiding you. Remember, no Olympic champion in the world became an Olympic champion without those kind of support, that kind of mentors and that kind of ecosystem. You have these kind of surroundings, right? Now, if you keep learning this, learn to nicely deal with it. I'm going to share with you a technique, simple technique, very, very fun technique. Fold your hands and say, dear X, smile, big smile. Dear XYZ, I love you. Thank you so much for your advice. However, I don't think I can take this advice of yours. I love you anyway. I know it sounds very silly and stupid, but the amount of trauma you can reduce by practicing that kind of a smile, and right, as long as you can practice this, please start implementing it for the rest of your life and start surrounding yourself with extraordinary. See, Gagan, she has 2 kids and going on. So I want to challenge all of you. Keep winning and winning and winning. Surround yourself with the best people in the world. Puneet, if you missed any part of today's session, go back to the recording again. Got it? Listen to it again. I know many of you will miss some parts of it, but implement this. Remember, implement it. This is my request all of you. Got it? As you start implementing this, surround yourself with extraordinary. Yes, Soumya got it. Smile and carry a gun. Now you're getting the next step in the next steps, right? Got it? Can you start implementing it? So I feel so sad sometimes when women come tell me, Rajesh, my life is gone. 60 years I reached right now. I wish I had joined 20, 40, 50 years ago. Implement it deeply, make this a part of your life. Got it? So now next thing is called how to build your brand, how to become unignorable, indispensable. Can I have all of you on the video right now? See, many of you are not switching on the video. Some of you are listening with no real, energy and intention. Can all of you listen to the next 45 minutes? I'm going to take you through the steps that were taken by Neha and thousands of Iron ladies to build their brands, become unignorable. Okay, listen carefully to the steps. How Neha reached the top, how they reached the top, how you can quickly implement it yourself. I'm going to take step by step. First principle, then examples. Okay, first principle. Okay, understand the 10,000 hour principle. What is 10,000 hour principle? If you have spent approximately 8 years, approximately 10,000 hours in any industry, any kind of profiles, you should be one of the top in the industry, in that area, in that business. You should be one of the top. Now, how many of you have approximately 8 years of your experience? 80, approximately at least 7, 8 years you have? 5 years? If you have not reached the top, even after 8 years, it means you have a backlog. You should have reached some place, but you're not reached there. You reached half, or you reached 1/3, or you're 1/4, right? So you're 12. See, for example, Meghalaya has 12 years. So why have you not reached the top? Is because I did the same mistake. Now I'm giving you the steps based on my experience and thousands of ILDs experience. Now you have focused on what I call delivery skills. What is delivery skills? I will deliver results. I will deliver results. I will deliver results. I will deliver results. You are focused on delivery skills. For example, if you are a technology person, you are focused on technology, 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 technology. You are not focused on, for example, building your brand as a technology leader. Technology strategy, top level technology thinking. This you are not focused on. Even if you are an HR, you are focused on HR process, HR process, HR process, HR delivery. As an example, some of you are doctors. You are focused on doctor, I'll be a doctor, I'll be good doctor, good doctor. You are never focused on being a doctor entrepreneur. Even if you are an independent doctor, you are a doctor entrepreneur, right? You're not a doctor alone, you're a doctor entrepreneur. You are never focused on, I need to be a doctor entrepreneur. Or advocates. You're never focused on being an advocate entrepreneur. You're focused on, I'll take cases, I'll take cases, I'll take cases, I'll take cases. If you keep doing this for the next 80 years also, you'll never build your brand. You will never reach the top. You'll never be a CXO. You'll never be a top in your business. This is the reality of the world, right? See, Soumya is saying HR manager stuck in HR operations. See, even if you do it for the next 80 years, you will never be one of the best. So you need to focus on your strategic, your brand, and your leadership right from today, every single week, every single day, a little bit. Focus on building your brand, focus on leadership and strategic capabilities right from today. This is the first part of the journey. Got it, everyone? Can you all start focusing on the right set of capabilities right from today? Now, once you start focusing on the right set of capabilities, second thing you need to understand, how to position yourself in the highly competitive world. Business world, even the corporate world, even NGOs, many of you are NGOs, even government, highly competitive world means what? If you keep saying, I will compete with myself, I will improve myself, right? I'll improve myself. Please listen to the steps one by one, everyone. Please listen to the steps one by one, I'll go to the steps. First step is called how to position yourself in the right way. How to position yourself, okay? Means what? Here's a tough mantra. Please listen carefully to this mantra. The enemy you choose to compete with determines the height you reach. What is the mantra? The enemy you choose to compete with determines the height you reach in the brand world. As an example, if you imagine you have 1,000 resumes. If you apply for one big job, 1,000 people apply for the job. So you get ignored, isn't it? So what is the way? First step is called the enemy you choose to compete with determines the height you reach. By the way, many of you will find it very difficult to absorb and understand this. So I'm going to give you a few examples. How to position yourself right in the brand. Remember, what is brand? A brand is a perception in the mind of the top key stakeholders. As an example, in your industry, if 20 top CEOs think you are a great leader, you have become a great leader. Yes or no? If 20 top CEOs, my God, 20 top CEOs think, Neelu is one of the best leaders in the world, you have become one of the best leaders in the world. So the brand is a perception in the mind of the key stakeholders. Please understand. Next. So in this way, the enemy you choose to compete with determines the height you reach. Means if you keep competing with your own juniors or your own peers, or sometimes you are forced to compete with your insecure bosses. If they start competing with you, your career will get destroyed. Your business will get destroyed. So never allow your juniors, your peers, or your bosses to compete with you. So who should you compete? You have to learn how to compete with, who to compete with, how to position you versus them. You see, in the mind of the key stakeholders, brand is comparative. What is brand? Brand is comparative. If you keep saying, I'll compete with myself, I'll compete with myself, I'll compete with myself, people will tell you, See, for example, Harita is saying, my enemy is my mind. This is called, this, if you keep speaking like this, my enemy is my mind, you will never be able to build a brand in the world out there. In the world out there, you and top CHROs, you versus other HR field. Think about like this. The enemy you choose to compete with determines the height you reach. Got it? Are you all getting sense of this? Let me give you a couple of examples. Suvarna joined a new company in 2011. First time she joined a company, she had no brand in the company. Yes or no? She had no brand. Nobody knew her. She is a nobody in the company. So she had to build a brand. She had to get known. So what did she do? So first question she asked is, who should I compete with in my company? So I said, compete. Do not allow your peers and your juniors to compete with you. So you choose your boss's competitor, department, and the department head as your number one competitor. Listen carefully, not boss's boss. If you compete with your boss's boss, you'll get destroyed. Boss's competitor department. So what did she do? Every single week, she kept asking, oh my God, what are the competitor department doing? What are we doing? Can we do better? Can we come up with better ideas? Started after 1 month, she started saying, our department has better ideas. Our competitor department doesn't have that great ideas. Our department is great. We have better quality. We have better products. We have better roadmap. And as she kept on speaking and speaking and speaking, every week she sent a mail. Our department is this 3 ideas I have for my department versus our other department. Our department should come up with these ideas. Our department strategy should be like this compared to other departments' ideas. So as she kept speaking up, people started noticing. Oh my God, she's making better sense. And as people started noticing, the entire department of 50 people was competing against each other. So guess what? Her super boss started noticing. And after 6 months of she doing it and competing like this, during the appraisal cycle, her super boss said, well, all the 50 people in the department are competing against each other, Suvarna is the only person who is competing against my competitor. She must be very, very good. She is much better than everybody else. So Suvarna should be given a promotion compared to everybody else, all the 50 people in the department, though they are senior, though they have more experience than her, though they are much more years in the company, she will be given priority over everybody else. So she got promoted ahead of everybody else. Are you all getting it? The principle? The enemy you choose to compete with determines the height you reach. If you allow other people to compete with you, you'll get destroyed. So you have to consciously choose, consciously learn to position yourself higher and bigger. So let me give you one more example. Neha, when she joined the community 3 years ago, she had 8 years of backlog. First question, I asked her, who do you want to compete with? She said, I'll compete with my peers. I said, if you do this, you'll be behind. I told her, you compete with the head of alliance at Walmart. I said, are you crazy, Rajesh? I'm a junior person, right? I said, if you keep speaking like this, you will remain junior for the next 20 years. I said, no. She said, Rajesh, are you sure? Yes, go for it. So all of you learn the way she wrote articles, the way she positioned herself from her LinkedIn profile, you learn how she did all that. So after 3 years, she had got 3+ promotions and 1 mega job at Amazon. So what did she compete with? The head of alliance at Walmart. So this is called brand. Understand where to position yourself nicely. So how many of you are running a business here or wanting to start a business? All of you who are running a business, see, many of you cannot digest this thought. You know why? Because people told you, women are told, don't be competitive, keep, doing your own thing, keep improving on yourself. But in the world out there, there's a huge competition, isn't it? So if you keep, competing with yourself, you'll be in a cave, right? Renuka, you want to start a business. Many of you want to start a business, or you're a doctor. Let me give you Iron Lady as an organization example. 5 years ago, when we started renaming everything as Iron Lady, we had been training men and women earlier. And we said we'll only train women. The first opposition came from my own well-wishers. They said, Rajesh, women will not learn. Women are not competitive. Women will not compete. I told them that is rubbish, because every woman leader who joins our program, our community, will compete with the best. I said, are you sure, Rajesh? How many of you agree with me that each one of you will be positioning yourself as the best? You will compete with yourself, with the best. I told them every woman, and I told them at Iron Lady, our alumni and community members will compete with Harvard Business School alumni. What? Iron Lady will compete with Harvard Business School. Each participant will compete with the Harvard, and they will do way better than Harvard. All of you can go and study this on Harvard. Harvard has a program for women called Women Leadership Forum. They will charge you 10 lakh rupees for a leadership program that we do at 150 times less. And we said we'll do better, we'll do 100 times better. And after, in the beginning, nobody believed us. After 1 year, we stood by this, repeatedly learned, supported. And after the first 1 year, I had thousands of volunteers joining us. You know why? They said, we have reached the top, we will enable this to be a movement. By the way, I'm humbled. As I speak, there are thousands of volunteers who are working day and night for ILD, from the ILD community, who are already at the top. They have volunteered for 3 years, 2 years in the beginning. They said, Rajesh, I have reached the top, I'll support everybody. And 1 year ago, we did an audit, we did a study. 10 times more Iron Ladies had reached the top in the best of the companies compared to Harvard, IIM, everything put together. 10 times more Iron Ladies had reached the top. All of you businessmen, please understand. In the beginning, the journey will be tough, but you put the benchmark, you put the enemy, you put the competitor, start building your brand. You say, I will reach the top no matter what. I'll position myself. I'll make the journey extraordinary. Can each one of you make it happen? Can each one of you focus like this? But relentless focus is required. All of you need to focus relentlessly from today onwards. I am building my brand. I'm positioning myself right. I'm communicating. I'm reaching out. I'm building my materials, and keep on speaking like this. Now, next step is called how to make a brand statement for yourself. You need to make a brand statement in a way that when people meet you, let's say, imagine tomorrow evening, people meet Priyanka, they need to say, Priyanka is one of the best leaders in the world. How should you speak like this in the world? That is the next step. Okay. Let us do that activity right away. Today itself, right now itself, we'll do this activity. Okay. Now, all of you write down, what are your top 3 strengths? Quickly write down. All of you write down, what are your top 3 strengths? Quickly write down all your top 3 strengths. Everyone, quickly. What are your top 3 strengths? Quickly write down. Okay, quickly write down all of what are your top 3 strengths. Put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. Quickly. Quickly write down what are your top 3 strengths. Communication and networking. Communication, relationship, research, Bhavana. Okay, hardworking. Karuna says hardworking. All right, good. Quickly. Public speaking. Okay, relationships, Rimi. Positive thoughts. Got it. Communication, public dealing. All right. Okay, troubleshooting, communication, positivity. Okay. All right. Okay, stop writing. Everyone stop writing. Stop writing. Okay. Here is what I want all of you to do. Please read 20 statements by other people. First, you'll realize many of them are repetitive. Communication, confidence, learning, relationships, people management, confidence, like this. Yes or no? So when they are repetitive, imagine like this. Imagine Shambhavi goes to an important meeting tomorrow and she says, my big strength is communication. What happens? 20 people before her have said the same thing. So does her brand get established? People think she's one more junior person out of the room. So no recognition, no brand. She gets ignored. Second thing all of you need to understand, these statements, most of these skills are common skills because of which they are considered junior level skills. Never say I am good at hardworking, I am good at communication, because those are considered necessary but not sufficient at the top. So never speak in your life like this again. So how should you speak? Next 10 minutes are going to be critical. This I will share with you properly. If you miss any single word, you need to go back to the recording and watch it again and make your brand statement for the rest of your life. You need to use it. Got it? Hope. There are three parts to the statement. First part is called your differentiated differentiated strength. How do you make a differentiated strength? Here like this: character strength, industry strength, function strength. Let's go to a quick example. Okay. Hi, I'm Pooja. I'm a specialist in customer experience in hospitality industry, right? With a deep, sorry. I'm Pooja. I'm a specialist in customer experience in hospitality industry with a passion for innovation. Customer experience is functional strength. Hospitality is industry strength. Passion for innovation is a character strength. Combination of these three nicely packaged with the top level capabilities like specialist or something like that makes your first part of your differentiated brand, which is differentiated strength. Now let's take a couple of more examples because to make it very real. Imagine Vinita is a technology leader, delivery manager in the industry. If she says, I'm a hardworking delivery manager with very good technology skills, she will get grossly ignored. So how should she speak? She say, hi, I'm Vinita. I am an end-to-end technologist with an ability to solve 10 to the power 8 global retail industry challenges with a keen eye on innovation and skill. By the way, I'm just making it up. There are three parts to this statement. What are the three parts? Character strength, industry strength, function strength with top level capabilities. Position yourself as the best, one of the best in the world. Character strength, industry strength, function strength. Let's take one more example. Imagine now Divya is a HR manager, HR business partner in a company. If she says I'm a hardworking HR with very good people skills, she will get completely ignored. Why? Majority of HR people say something very similar, got ignored. So what should she say? She says something like, hi, I'm Divya. I am an end-to-end HR operations specialist with an ability to support the CEOs and leadership teams in scaling the businesses, especially in the whatever, right? Healthcare industry or retail industry. And I love supporting the CEOs and leadership teams in the retail industry with my deep ability to impact people's performance. I'm just making it up. What are the three things? Character strength, industry strength, function strength. Now, all of you need to copy shamelessly from each other tomorrow and complete this activity of projecting the strengths brilliantly tomorrow. Tonight itself, all of you will complete it. Yes or no? I can see half of you sleeping, guys. What is this? Are you going to make this statement or not today, tonight? Everybody, are you going to make this? See, guys, if you're going to sleep like this, your brand will never get built. Okay, here's an activity tomorrow. You need to take a shameless selfie. Simple selfie you take. You will take a selfie tonight. And with the selfie, you will make the three statements of your brand and ensure that you are able to publish it first on the WhatsApp group and after that everywhere where it matters. Come across as a top leader from today. Why do I call this a shameless brand selfie? It is normal selfie itself, no big deal. See, when I speak like this, say you need to communicate your brand statement like this. Many people tell me, Rajesh, I don't have any big accomplishments. I don't have any big rewards. I don't have any big this thing. I am feeling ashamed of communicating my brand. I feel very sad. I don't have anything. See, Vani has some big thing, brand statement, big the accomplishments she has done, big statements she's making. My statement looks very small. I tell them, if you feel like this today, what will happen 10 years later? Are you willing to be shameless today or not? Are you willing to communicate your brand statement today or not? Come across as one of the top leaders or not? Tomorrow evening, if somebody meets you, imagine they meet Vani. Vani, the way Vani comes across, they will say, oh my God, Vani is one of the top leaders. Are you getting it now? So this way you need to come. Now, some people tell me, Rajesh, you are asking me to take a selfie. I have not gone to the beauty parlor for 6 months. People tell me this. I tell them, see, this is not about your beauty contest. This is about how extraordinary your brand is. Are you communicating as a top leader or a junior leader? So every statement that you speak, the way you speak it, you have to come across as the best leader in the world. Your brand has to speak like this. Are you getting it? So can I challenge all of you? 100% participation tomorrow. Everybody has to publish the brand statement tomorrow. First statement is done. Let's go to the second statement, third statement. What is the second statement? The second statement is called like this. Second statement is called sample story of accomplishment. Over the last 3 years, I have managed a total of 70,000 plus customers with customer satisfaction ratings of over 93%. This was called story of accomplishment, right? The third statement is called, what is the third statement? Awards, recognition, rewards. I'm humbled to say I've been a top performer in customer support by XYZ company for 2 years back to back. So what are the three things? Quickly recap. Differentiated strength, stories of accomplishment, recognition, awards, accolades. Now I'll tell you one secret. Why do you talk about the enemy so much? Browse some top enemies that you have, learn how to copy some of them from them. This is the journey of learning from the enemy. You need to understand how to position against the top enemies in the world. If you keep being in your own world, you keep improving, where will you get the best from? Understand which are the top enemies in the world. Top enemies, what are they writing? What are they communicating? Quickly learn and try to copy, try to understand. Fast to do this. All of you getting it? Now, some people tell me, how many of you don't have any accomplishments or big rewards, big recognition? Anybody doesn't have? So many of you are slowly raising your hand. So here's the secret. Never raise your hand to this question. You know why? If you say, I don't have any big accomplishments, you come across as very humble. She is very humble. Over humility is a blunder. People will become friends with you, but they will never give you that big role. Understand? Big project, big, customers, big investment, never. So never be over humble in your life again, especially in the business world. Over humility is a blunder. So what should you do if you don't have any? Here's simple technique. Simple technique. If you don't have any big accomplishments, speak something informal. As an example, I was appreciated by the CEO in 2019 for great customer service and excellent customer retention. I'm just making it up. Find something informal but powerful to speak about yourself very powerfully in these three statements. Can all of you take a challenge? How many of you got to publish it? Start doing it tonight. Tonight itself you can complete. All of you can complete tonight. 3 statements. And tomorrow morning, first thing, how many of you got to publish? First thing I'll publish tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the biggest celebrations of women's strength in the world. That's my challenge to you. Now, those of you running a business or starting a business, you would have 2 statements. One for yourself and one for your company. Got it? All of you got it? Good. Now let's go next step. Before we invite Neha's detailed sharing, how she became unignorable, let us go through the 3 things for tomorrow. What are the 3 things? There are 3 things you need to complete tomorrow. 1, brand with a selfie statement. Second, complete the certification form. Those of you who are looking for a certificate from these 3 days, this is mandatory. Now, third, completion call with the relationship manager. These are the 3 things you need to complete tomorrow. Tomorrow's session is what time, everyone? Tomorrow's Saturday, 5 o'clock. Tomorrow is what time? 5 o'clock. I know some of you will say tomorrow evening, 4 o'clock, your children will come and say, Mama, let's go out today. Now, is your career, your growth important for you? Are you going to commit tomorrow 5 o'clock? How many people going to say tomorrow 5 o'clock I'll be here no matter what? Can all of us challenge ourselves? Tomorrow we talk, you'll meet Suvarna live in the session. You'll also go through the 27 principles. You'll go through the statements of how to ensure your shameless pitching is being practiced tomorrow. And you'll also go through the politics and bias and how to deal with politics and bias in detail tomorrow. Let's celebrate tomorrow big time. Powerfully last 2 hours. Tomorrow 2 hours is going to be very hectic. Please plan to be there dedicated. Okay. So let's go to the next step. Next step is how to become unignorable in the mind of the key stakeholders. How to be, they need to see, oh, she's great. She's there. I can see this. So let's listen to Neha. First, go through Neha's LinkedIn profile. Neha happens to be one of the top leaders at Amazon today. Take a look at her LinkedIn profile, right? And the way she is branded, you can go through the detailed profile tomorrow whenever you have time, and you can connect to her offline. And as a part of this, I had asked Neha, unfortunately she couldn't join live, So I had asked Neha to create the recording. Here's the recording. Everybody, listen to the steps that Neha took. How did she become unignorable? How did she become? What breakthrough action she took? Now, when she speaks, please understand, her stakeholders are different, your stakeholders are different. Understand different stakeholders and implement it. Got it? So let's listen to the steps, what steps she took, how she became unignorable, what all strategy she implemented deeply, what problems she had to overcome deeply as well.
So Rajesh, just before the session, I was watching one Iron Lady ad on the YouTube, and it made me very, very emotional. But that was the time I had to log in also, so I just logged in, And you made a statement in that video that the girl had all the money, but she had no permission to spend it, and she didn't know that she has that power and she can exercise it. And I could just relate so much to that video, and I felt so touched when you shared. And I think it is a story of so many of us, that we have built families, we have built a big corpus of money for our family, but when it comes to spending it on our progress, on learning new things, we are the ones who take the back seat. So that video really touched me, and that change really happened in my life when I came to the program. I had a seat at IIM Calcutta, and nobody was letting me go to the program. I was so upset. I was very confused, and that is the time I spoke to you, and I said, Rajesh, I'm not able to manage my family. I'm not able to manage work. I have challenges, but I'm not able to find any answers. And here is a program. Nobody's letting me go. What should I do? And you said that program may not offer solution to your problems. And I'm so glad I didn't go to the program because when I came to the Iron Lady program, whatever I was finding so big, right? I was thinking my life is crushed. I was trying to balance. I was not able to balance. Um, I was thinking that I will quit. I think that's the only solution. And all that was so big in my head was solved in half a day. I realized, the moment I kicked balance out, I felt so much better. And in 3 days of the program, I was a team leader. That quitting job and all was out of the window, and I was promoted. So I realized that Iron Lady program is not for weak-hearted people. It is not for small goals. But real magic happened in the pandemic. When people were losing jobs, there were salary cuts all across. What happened was we reached out to you saying, Rajesh, very difficult time. People are losing jobs. What should we do? You said something very strange. You said our community is different. All of you are going to get promoted. People will get jobs. Entrepreneurs will touch 100 crore revenue. And I was thinking, what's wrong with Rajesh? Here we are sharing our problems and he is showing us big dreams. Maybe you read my mind. And the very next day, you called us for a masterclass. And you asked me a question in that masterclass. You asked me that, Neha, what is the most important thing for your boss's boss? I had no answer. So the very next day, I went to my CEO and I asked him, sir, what is the most important thing for you? And what can I do for you in the pandemic? And he told me, Neha, cash is king. Get me as much money as possible. That's it. I got my clue. I went on collection drives. I renegotiated every single contract that the company had. And my big goal of getting promoted in 3 months got done in a month. I was so happy. And in the community, everybody was winning big. So many people got jobs. There was so much support given to each and every individual. There were boot camps, there were mock interviews. Every day, one good news or the other was coming in the community. People really touched 1 crore salary mark. Entrepreneurs really touched 100 crore valuation. Huge joyous time. But my personal happiness was short-lived. Because I was collecting money, I was put in collections department. I kept crying. I kept saying, I'm a technology person. I'm a salesperson. Nobody listened to me. And that was the time Rajesh was talking of brand building. And I was thinking, pandemic time, maids are not coming. So much work is there. Why Rajesh is saying build your brand right every day? But I had seen the principles work. So my faith was pakka. So I said, okay, if Rajesh is saying, let's do it. And just with that faith, I did it every single day without fail. And as he told, I just did like that. I did not write anything boring. I wrote extremely current topics, what my bosses were facing, how businesses can go digital, how the core of the business can be on cloud, it will achieve digital resiliency, how you can build high performing teams in pandemic, how do you handle office politics in pandemic, how do you build teams which collaborate with each other, which are very resilient. So I was writing all of this in a very interesting manner. I had pictures, I had anecdotes, I would draw diagrams. It was not boring. It was a talk of the town, in fact. A lot of people told me, how can you write about office politics? So I tagged my bosses also. So it was controversial. Everybody was talking about it. And that was the time our company was doing a cloud project, big cloud project. We had hired the top consultants in cloud. And they went and told my CEO that if there is one girl in your company who understands cloud, it is this girl and she has to be in the project. So just by power of my brand, I was put in that project. I did not even pitch for it. And I was so happy. That was what I was looking for. 2 months into the project, we had a new cloud sales leader come in. He also went and told the CEO that we want this girl to lead sales. He said, yeah, you're late. 2 months back only we have put her in the project. He said, I don't care. You promote her, double promote her, give her a team, but I want her to lead. So again, by power of my brand, whatever I was wanting for 3-4 years happened even without making a pitch. I was leading the sales team. I was promoted. And 8 months into that role, after delivering month on month, I was headhunted by the top cloud sales company in the world. And currently I'm working there.
All of you got it? So think about the steps that she took. Don't just, it's about that. Don't about writing something. Many people say, I'll write something. No, 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 no. Ensure you're writing using these 3 pillars. Wherever your key stakeholders are watching, you need to communicate, crazy video, whatever. So think about these 3 pillars: current situation, interesting, controversial ideas, your differentiated brand. Based on these 3 pillars, wherever your key stakeholders are watching, there you need to build the brand. Now, okay, the next question I asked Neha. Neha, did you have all the support from everybody in the world? How many of you are suffering with no support from people around? No support, either at home or outside. Your bosses are not listening. People at home are saying, adjust, adjust, adjust. Yes, many of you are raising both your hands also, right? So, by the way, Neha had a very similar challenge as well. So, listen to the steps, practical steps that she took, right? Some of your entrepreneurs, you need to build your brand where your customers or your investors are. Okay. So listen to the steps taken by Neha, how she maximized, how she got people to dance to her tunes. Listen.
So Rajesh, if you can name a challenge, I had it. I come from a very orthodox Marwadi joint family. Okay, so I have many people in house. I have 2 kids, school going small kids, and it was very challenging. And I had this constant problem, right? People would tell me that your husband is earning well. Who asked you to work? So we have not asked you to work, so we will not support you also. So on one side, I was struggling for support. On other side, I had my ambitions, and on the third side, I had all these responsibilities. I was going mad. And then I came to the program and I learned this mantra that leaders don't balance, leaders maximize. And that was a game changer. I kicked this balance out. So all that sadness, compromise went out of my life. And then I realized something which was like life changing for me. You gave us one exercise. You made us write all the key relationships on one side and what I expect from those relationships and what those people expect. And I realized there is no alignment in my life. Everybody is in different direction. And that is why I face so much of push and pull. And I decided to make a change. So the very minute from the program I went home, I started connecting very deeply with people. And easiest for the kids, I'm closest to them. So I spoke to my daughter, and she's very good in French as a subject. And she shared with me that she wants to go to France, she wants to study abroad. So I told her all my hard work is to enable that. If it is her dream, it is my dream as well. And she got really excited and she said, Mommy, if this can be possible, I am all there to support you. So, I had got one ally. And then I spoke to my son that this is what your sister is wanting to do and I want to support her. What is your thought? He said, I'm all there for you, Mommy. You please go ahead and, let's make this happen. If this, as a family, we can do this, is the best gift to Didi. So I said, okay, done. And then I shared with my husband. He also comes from a middle class background like me. He could also never afford to study abroad. So he really got touched with that idea. But he told me that, Neha, what if we fail as parents? Is it not that we are showing a too big a dream? So I told him that as a team, we have never failed. So if we do it together, it will happen. So you work hard, I am working very hard. We will together make it happen. So all four of us became one team with one goal. So because all of us were moving in one direction, slowly his parents, my parents, everybody had to align. And the real fruits of this came in the pandemic when all these new roles I was talking to you were coming into my life. There were no maids. There was so much of housework to be done in a joint family. So I had to pitch, and pitch for help, pitch for sharing load with me. And again, easiest for kids. So they were the first ones, right? They were so tiny, but they raised the hand first and they said, okay, we will prepare tea, coffee, we will do evening snacks. So once I got two volunteers, then I had to pitch to my husband, to my mother-in-law, saying, accident to nahi kar sakte, please support. So slowly they also started supporting. I had to pitch multiple times, but I really believed in what I want. I really believed in my capabilities. And after multiple pitching, I got the support. Even for opening the door, I got the support saying, I am in video calls all the time, please help. And then after multiple pitching, I got the support. So what I learned from the program is, being shameless, pitching for your own self, creating alignment in life, and instead of balancing, maximize using all this. And the beauty of the principle, I will tell you, and it unveiled to me only last year, that not only I was winning big, my family was winning bigger. Last year, my daughter, in this whole mess, when I was getting a new job and I was doing these multi-million role changes very frequently, she scored the highest marks of her life in her board exam.
Isn't it super inspiring? Now, how many of you are willing to commit to yourself and everybody else here in this group that I will also maximize, win, build my brand, I'll reach the top? How many of you are willing to commit? Now, I want all of us to do an activity right now that is done by all the other island ladies in the beginning. Please fold your hands, everyone. Switch on the video and fold your hands. You can close your eyes as well. Please repeat with me very powerfully. This is the first activity, right, that all the ladies have done in the beginning. Okay, listen carefully. Bring all the emotion, intention, and energy. Ready? Dear fear, dear hesitation, dear guilt, dear procrastination, dear lack of confidence, thank you for being there so far with me. Thank you. You have served your purpose. Today, I let you go. Today, I let you go from my life. Today, I commit to reach the top. I commit to build my brand. I am a winner. I am a winner. I am a winner. I will be one of the best. Done, everyone? Yeah, fully here. Close your eyes. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, yes. All right, everyone. Superb, superb. Everybody fully ready? Ready, clear? Let's make it happen, everyone. Let's really make it happen, okay? So now tonight, all of you will complete your brand statements. Tomorrow, first thing I want to challenge everybody to publish your brand statement as well, okay? Can we celebrate big time tomorrow? Completely, fully? Yeah, superb, good. Now, everybody, next step. How many of you are very keen to join the community of fire ladies as well? You're keen to join the community. Okay, all of you are keen to join the community. Please send a message to your relationship manager right now. I am keen to join the community as well. Ask for information from them. Can all of you send a message? Now, by the way, a lot of you have already joined the community as well today itself, right? So many of you already joined. So those of you are not joined, please send a message to your relationship manager right now. Ask for information. Got it? Is it clear? So now quickly, I will take the next 2 minutes to give you some information, right? So how long will it do? All the information I'll give you in the next 1 or 2 minutes. Let's listen carefully. Now let me tell you what the community is about and what you need to do and why you need to join, what you need to get information, how you need to master everything. So first, by the way, there is a limited time and a limited opportunity to get a special scholarship offer as well. So within tomorrow, okay, why is it so? Let me tell you. First of all, this community is not for everyone. It's only for people who really want to commit with everybody else who has already joined here. You want to really build it, reach the top, join other extraordinary women. You are like so focused that the community is for you. Ready? Now, generally, only 50% people join the community. Generally. Why? Because it is not something easy, right? So you need to really focus, you need to really commit. So let me tell you what to commit. The commitment is not extraordinary, but it is critical. The first thing you need to commit 3 full days of deep mentoring, multiple activities. For example, we just started one activity. 3 full days from morning 9 o'clock to evening 7 o'clock, multiple small activities in a small group. Only 16 to 20 people, less than 20 people for sure, right? Very small group. There'll be 6 to 7, 8 mentors, right? I'll be there, many others will be there. Every challenge you have will get addressed deeply, fully, completely. For example, how to make your resume, how to make your profile, how to make your brand, practicing the confidence, practicing all the things deeply, hundreds of small things. Then that's one full weekend you need to commit completely for your growth. See, this is an emergency situation you need to create. Why? If you don't spend these 3 full days once, complete mindset, complete transformation is very difficult to make happen. We have tried in every possible other way. None of them has worked except this one. We have tried every possible way. Only when you dedicate 3 full days once for your life completely, then mastery over the next 1.5 months is possible. After the next 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, next 3 to 4 weekends, you can join any of the weekends. Any of the weekends you can join. Next 3 to 4 weekends. Got it? So, generally people take the next weekend itself. Half the people take next weekend itself or next weekend. So the special scholarship I'm announcing with you, this scholarship has been brought. We run all our programs with the partnership with National Skill Development Corporation, and scholarships are provided by a lot of the community members pulling together, supporting, volunteering. So we provide a limited time. People are who are very committed. We give you a much lesser price with the scholarship than the compared to everybody else as well. After the first 3 days are over, every week late in the evening there'll be sessions. For example, after the session, I'm going to another session right now where I'm meeting the community. Why am I meeting? Generally, I meet people immediately after the first 3 days, and then after some time, any concern you have, I'll support you in dealing with it individually. Means what? In a large group, any concern you have, keep asking. We'll support. In next 6 to 8 weekends, you'll master everything. Every day, 10 minutes of your time you need to dedicate. Okay, like the way you made your BHAG breakthrough today, you need to make your resume, you need to make your BHAG, you need to make template, you need to make strategy, you need to make your communication. All of this is online. Got everybody? Everything is a lot of interaction, lot of practice. Every challenge you have should get addressed. That is the challenge of the community. Is it clear, everyone? Good. Now, once you, so is it clear? Everybody clear about it? This is a, see, this is for people who are willing to bring that. I need to master everything now, now. That kind of mindset you need to bring for the community. Got it? Good. Let me ask you the next question. How many of you got the returns of the 129 rupees you paid into the ILD so far? Did you get the returns or not? Because I remember our every program, I will come at the end of the program and say, boss, if you didn't get the returns, I'll refund your money. Because I run with the clear mind that I want to run it, but not in the middle. Suddenly I pay something, you complete it, you're not happy, I'll give you the returns. I'll guarantee the returns. Got it? Why? Because I've seen this, right? I've seen the result. I've seen people implementing it, creating miracles. Please complete it like that. So let me tell you this, right? The program here also, what is the investment you need to make? You need to get 100 times the returns. So if you join within tomorrow, you need to make an investment of initial registration amount of 2,999, and total investment for all the mentoring, all the guidance, all the activities, all the templates, and the community work, everything included, total 2,999 plus 16,471 rupees. This, along with this, you get a certificate from National Skill Development Corporation and IRLD together. This is the net total 16,470 plus 2,099, that is 19,470. This is the net. Is everybody clear about? Now, generally at this stage, about 30-40% are already clear that I'm joining in. By end of tomorrow, generally 50% people will join the community as well by tomorrow end of. Now, all of you remember this will be available till tomorrow. Now, many of you are already clear. You can join in right now itself. You can go ahead and if you, some of you are already clear but not registered yet, you can register right now itself. How many of you are absolutely? How many are absolutely clear? You are joining in right now itself. Can all of you type your name? Let's see. All of you clear who are joining in? Can you type in the names quickly? Let's see how many of you clear. Haripriya is clear. Bhavana is clear. Pooja is clear. So some of you have challenges. Deepthi is clear. Good. Ipsita clear. Tiju is clear. All right. See, Rashmi is already joined. So Gulfam. Okay. Varalakshmi. Good. Sirisha is clear. All right. Good. See, so many of you are already clear. See, half of you already joined as well. Out of the. So some of you need to think. If you need to think, take time, but don't keep on thinking. Be decisive. October is fine, Deepa. October is fine because see, you can join now and take the batch in October. Got it, everyone? All right, good. Okay, already joined, Madhuri. Great. So all of you are clear. I am pasting the link here in the chat box. Okay, you can say good. Haima's already joined. Good. So all of you need to think, discuss the relationship manager. See, my only recommendation to you. 90% participants say I want to join. 90% say I want to join. Now, unfortunately, because they're not able to, take a decision, or they need to discuss. See, all of you who want to join in October, you can join today or tomorrow and take the batch in the first week or second week of October. You have 4 to 6 weekends to join. Is it clear, everyone? Superb. I have pasted the link here. Those of you clear, you can click on the link and join right away. Got it? Excellent. Good. So everybody, whether you join or not, tomorrow's session is the same. Please ensure you're implementing the steps very powerfully, no matter what you're participating tomorrow. Is it clear, everyone? Can all of you commit to this no matter what? How many of you are going to publish your brand statement first thing in the morning tomorrow? I'm going to publish my first thing in the morning. Can we celebrate tomorrow big time? No matter what, let's really celebrate it big time tomorrow. Fantastic. Super. Okay. Can all of you share the key takeaways in the WhatsApp group right now? Let's take 30 seconds to share the key takeaway in the WhatsApp group. All of you can share in the WhatsApp.